Global tensions are rising, markets are unstable, and currencies keep losing value. While governments print more money, smart investors are moving into physical gold and silver. Assets that have protected wealth for centuries. That's why more people are turning to Charlie's Gold to secure their future before the next financial shakeup hits. Don't leave your wealth exposed. Own something real. Own gold and silver. Visit charlies.gold today.
Good morning. It's Tuesday, the 25th of August, 2026, and I'm up in Andorra, a beautiful, small little country nestled in the mountains between Spain and France. My first story. Any teacher that supports a child who says, "I'm born in the wrong body," is going to be classified in America as child abuse. There'll be some people who hear this who will be upset. Let me explain one thing to you. You can be upset. I have no problem with that. But when God created you and I, God didn't make a mistake. Not one. So if he puts you in a woman's body, you're a woman. If he puts you in a man's body, you're a man. And as I've said before, for those that need a little bit of humor with it, if he puts you in a man's body and a man, and you like to wear a dress, you'll probably find that you should be living in Scotland or the Middle East. Enough of the humor, but it's important that we protect our children. Children have the right to dress up. Little boys dress up as little girls, but it doesn't make them a girl. Little girls dress up as little boys, but it doesn't make them a boy. There was a recent case where some poor person had a transition from a man to a woman. Spent $100,000 transitioning from a man to a woman, and then was devastated to find out that his DNA still showed he was a man. And it always will. It's a fact of life. You can either accept it or fight against it. It's your choice. We've given up arguing with idiots, because if we argue with idiots, we become the idiot. But I'm just pointing out some facts. That if you're a man, born in a man's body, God didn't make a mistake. God got it spot on right. You're the one that made the mistake. Morning, Drew.
Good morning, Charlie. Good morning, everyone. Going into my first story. Russia and China now settle 99.1% of their trade in rubles and yuan. US dollar almost eliminated from bilateral trade.
It's having a massive impact on America, and of course, it's bankrupting, I'll use the word correctly, the United States corporation. Trump is making America great again, but he's also dismantling the US corporation. The Federal Reserve and the exchange mechanism that is used to transition currencies between Russia and China since many years ago has come to an end. And that reduces massive amounts of income to the US. And the US is being financially bankrupted. And if it had been you or I, would have been bankrupt a long, long time ago. But because they're a country that have dominated for so long, it's a bit like a tired old boxer that just won't fall down, just keeps getting up, even though it's punch drunk, keeps getting up and throwing punches. Its life is over. There's no way back, but they're still trying everything they possibly can. My next story is, in one sense, funny, in one sense, very sad. We've got leaders of the world who are cocaine addicts, prime ministers, members of parliament, senators. It's being shown to the public. Again this week, Zelensky with a pile of cocaine on his desk, Macron, Merz, Burnham. The problem is they're all blackmailed, and they're dealing with the blackmail. This is what's made them turn to cocaine. They can't handle the pressure of blackmail. And my heart goes out to anybody who's blackmailed. It's a horrible, horrible place to be. I've had people in my life who've tried to blackmail me more than once. It's not nice, especially when they threaten to kill your family. So we're in a very difficult time for those people who have been blackmailed. But it's being exposed to the public so the public can see. Because if you didn't see it, you wouldn't believe it. It's a very, very important time. This is the awakening. It's a spiritual awakening. The physical awakening happened a long time back. And many of you out there that are physically wide awake to what's going on. The second step is the spiritual awakening, so that you can actually see properly what's going on. Drew.
Next up, Charlie, the watchboard. The key dates and events to keep an eye on over the next 2 weeks, because any one of these could move markets, crypto, or the wider financial system. So first up, Wednesday, the 26th of August, the United States releases its second estimate of second quarter GDP alongside July personal income and PCE inflation data. Any major revision could move the dollar, bond, equities, and crypto. Following on Thursday, the 27th, Stellar Protocol 28 goes to a testnet vote. If approved, attention then turns to the planned mainnet vote in September. The 27th to the 29th of August, Jackson Hole. This year's theme is focused on financial innovation, payments and policy, so markets will be listening closely for anything of interest rates, stable coins, tokenized money, and future payment systems. Moving to Friday, Fed Chair Kevin Walsh is due to speak at Jackson Hole. Any comments on rates, financial innovation, or digital money could become a major market catalyst. And Monday, the 31st of August, the SEC comment deadlines arrive on Noble, ETFs and portfolio and cross-margining proposals, both relevant to the growing institutional side of digital assets. And next week, I'll keep you updated for more.
There's so much going on in the financial world right now. For anybody who's half awake, everything is there to be seen now. I've been telling you it's coming, it's coming. Now you can actually physically see it. And I would urge you all, as I have done the whole way through this, do your own research. Don't take my word for it. Don't take mainstream media's word for it. Do your own research. Whilst we've been traveling from Malaga in southern Spain, all the way up through Barcelona to Andorra, it's one country, it's Spain. The price of gasoline, petrol, diesel, whatever you want to call it, has varied by over 30 cents per litre in one country. That in its own self should wake people up. And if you look at the price of fuel at the pump today over against 1 year ago, and the actual cost of crude oil, it makes no logical sense. But people don't do their research. They just accept, oh, the price of fuel's gone up. Yeah, it went up for an hour in the course of a day, and they mentioned it at exactly that time. But as with everything, prices go up and down. Do your own research. Please start researching things, and don't just take everything they say to be gospel. I've done it for over 35 years. When people have told me things, I don't take it. I don't care who it comes from. I research it. I find out what the truth is. When you find out what the truth is, you find that most of the time you've been misled with carefully scripted replies for mainstream media, for politicians. And when they're pushed on it, they fall apart. I'll leave you with that thought. Have a wonderful day. Don't live in fear, because it's all coming out in the wash. When you're knowledgeable about what's happening, you'll enjoy the show. That was the news on Tuesday, the 25th of August, 2026. We'll see you tomorrow. Bye-bye for now.
Bye-bye.
These are the facts, not put out by mainstream media. If you want to know the truth, we put out the truth every single day, Monday to Friday. So if you want to know the truth, come to charlieward.com and see real news daily. And join the Insiders Club, which is live on Wednesdays and Saturdays.